Let's take this new build of Jamm Pro for a spin. We've changed the colour scheme of the GUI to make the different modules clearer. At the top we've got the patches, they're in red, the current patch is solid red. In the bottom right we've got the coal cutter, and all these 16 slots as they're called, they're all in blue, apart from the first one, which is called slot 0. That's in red because slot 0 is the one that is used to store the state of the coal cutter into a patch. Whatever state the coal cutter is in, when you save a patch, it changes to use slot 0. Let's give an example of that. Let's select this coal cutter slot 1, and we're going to save it into a new patch which we'll call C-Cut 1. And you'll see there that the coal cutter is now swapped over to use slot 0, and slot 0 has taken on the name of the patch that we just saved to indicate the link between that slot 0, the polymorphic coal cutter slot, and the patches. If I change to a different patch, you'll see again slot 0 will change to reflect the patch. That's one change will hopefully make that link between the coal cutter and patches clearer. If you look at the general layout, up at the top here, we've got the loop matrix of 4x8 clips, and then the stab matrix with its 9 one-shots at the right. Together they comprise the clip matrix. That's the top half of the screen. That's all in white now, and current clips that are playing are in solid white. That's the whole module there, the clip matrix. Down here we've got the effects. They are dimmed if they're not on, and if they are on, they're highlighted blue. That also goes for the XY, which is an effect as well, and also the coal cutter. These slots are also blue because they're a kind of effect, apart from, as we saw, slot 0, which is red, the polymorphic slot. At the bottom of the screen you can see the screen selectors like play, tone, time, pump, etc. And they're now in nice bright white so you can easily read them. And the current one is highlighted solid white. Okay, let's get busy with this set. Let's strip it down to the beat. So this clip has got a standard 4 on the floor kick. If we go to the coal cutter and select the beats channel, you can see the slice sequencer for the beats channel with all the different slices. And we can just draw on this to reshuffle that beat and program in a different rhythm. Take it somewhere else. But we can also generate variations automatically using the coal cutter slice controls here. This is buffer shuffle, where we shuffle these slices automatically. For example, with mute over half, quite a lot of the slices will be off, they'll be muted to make some space. We can force a reshuffle by holding shift down and double tapping on the current coal cutter slot. Let's turn mute down so we get all the slices on. Let's reset. That's the default, slices play 1 to 16 after each other. Hold shift down, double tap on that slot, and we come up with a variation on that rhythm. That will be based on the settings of the sliders that we see above. That also works from the main page. Let's just reset it to default again, to the standard 4 on the floor. Go back to the main play page. I can still hold shift down and double tap that coal cutter slot, and it'll reshuffle those slices and give us some variations. The other channels are shuffled as well, if the coal cutter is on for those channels. Let's save over this patch now. Let's call it Funk. Now that preset Funk will store the new slice sequences for all those channels, and I can recall it from that patch. Let's jump to another patch, and then we'll go back to the Funk to show how it recalls it. 3, 4, Funk. Part of the concept of Jamm Pro is drawing on the hip-hop aesthetic and technique of timing, of cutting stuff out and bringing it back in on the beat. It's part of the skill and part of the excitement. which I now endeavour to demonstrate probably quite badly. Let's look at this patch here called 4B Synth. What that's doing is, for the synth channel, channel 3, it's modulating, you can hear the transposition, modulating the pitch slider. The pitch bend is being moved. That's happening because if we look at the cold cutter, look at the synth channel, modulation sequencer mod 1 is being assigned to channel pitch over a 4-bar figure. It's transposing that channel up or down by the amount set by the sliders. And that transposition will be applied to whatever samples are playing. If I change it, you will hear that transposition applied to that sample side hall. Let's load in a sample. First select the slot that we want to load into. If we don't want to hear what's already in it, just mute that channel. Go to the clip page, tap on the sample name, and we go to the browser, and in the Jamm folder there's a samples folder, for example, and there we've got various samples. Let's load in one made with MIDI Evolve, Coldcut's Max for Live product for Ableton Live, a kind of arpeggiator on steroids. Let's bring that in. Check out some extreme delay effect settings. We turn the feedback right up. We can even cut the channel out, keep the feedback going, let it gradually die away to reduce the feedback, bring it back in. I always wanted to be James Brown. Let's use a Flow Coma Cold Cutter preset, one of my favourites. Applying a kind of 3/4 loop to all the affected channels. Now that's a momentary action slot. It's been set to be momentary action. If I take my finger off, it goes off. If I did want it to keep on, I hold shift down, then I let go, and that locks on what was a momentary action slot. So I'm free to do extra modulation, don't have to keep manually holding it down. Remember, whatever the cold cutter is doing, it will apply to whatever clips are playing in channels that the cold cutter is on for. Okay, let's leave that there for now. Thanks for your attention. Keep jamming.